Hi everybody, it's John back here again with another model company overview. I had quite a lot of feedback on the last overview that I did, and I'm hoping it's going to be quite a popular series of films and clips. This particular one I'm doing on PowerPoint presentation because I haven't actually got any models of the company that I'm doing an overview of, but the company is quite it's quite an important company for modelers to know because the company I'm doing an overview today on is a company called Accurate Minitures. And Accurate Minitures started off life when they were founded in 1995 by the then CEO Paul Bedford. The company was headquartered at Charlotte in North Carolina in the USA, and the company's major products, they didn't really touch on anything else, was plastic model kits. Accurate Minitures was a company that forged forward to be one of the leading model manufacturers in the world, and though their kits were in a league of their own, the company filed for bankruptcy in June 2001, where the company was bought up by Hobby Investors LLC, now called Collins Habovich LLC, and owned by Edwin Collins and John Habovich. The company is now based in Concord, North Carolina, in the USA. Now, the extent of debt left by Paul Bedford's ownership was such that only through diligent work and patience of the staff, though small in number, was Accurate Minitures able to be resurrected and becoming a successful company that is praised by model builders and for their very high quality kits and attention to detail. Here are some examples of the level of quality found in the boxes. The company also distributes models for Italeri and Academy, and some Accurate Minitures kits have been found in a number of different companies' boxes. Subjects covered in their inventory are aircraft in 1/100th scale, 1/72nd scale and 1/48 scale, and they do a couple of cars in 1/24 scale. And the models which are particularly worthy of note are the 1/24 scale Grand Sport Corvette, which is now boxed by Revell, the 48 scale Vought SB2U Vindicator, which is now reboxed by Academy and Azer, the Aleutian IL2 Stormovik, which is now reboxed by Academy, Italeri, Edward and Revell, and the Grumman TBM Avenger, reboxed by Academy, Belcher Bits and Italeri. The 48 scale line also worthy of note as any of the North American P51 and F6 Mustangs or the A36 Apache. The A36 has been reboxed by Italeri and all of the Mustangs have been covered by Academy. The Douglas SBD Dauntless, reboxed by Italeri, Academy and Edward, and of course their really nice North American B25 Mitchell, which has been reboxed by Academy and Italeri. In 72nd scale, another couple of kits worthy of note are the Boeing P12 and Curtiss P6 Hawk, and the Curtiss P40E Warhawk and the P51 Mustang, and both these kits come in duo packs. They're like two models in one box. And in 1/100th scale, the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 5B and the Messerschmitt Bf 109F are worthy of note, as are the Sikorsky Blackhawk, Seahawk and Nighthawk helicopters, and the Bell UH-1B Huey helicopter and the AH-1G Huey Cobra helicopters. Now then, my conclusion to this company are they're a bit of a mixed bag now, but I think at the time when they were originally owned by Bedford as ownership, I think the company did produce some really nice model kits. Certainly the Grand Sport Corvette is one of the best model cars I've ever seen in 24 scale. But Accurate Minitures as a company are getting rather rare now, and they're holding their value with 1/48 scale planes fetching between £25 and £40, and their cars around £35 to £40. The instruction sheets can be a little difficult to get to grips with. They're quite vague, and their IDing of the parts isn't as good as a lot of other companies. But with everything else, it is a breath of fresh air, especially the engineering put into the moulds. The quality is often better than any for the period, and only really being surpassed by more recent releases in the last 6 years by companies of the like of Airfix, Revell, Kinetic and Trumpeter. However, it is worthy of note that some Accurate Miniatures kits in 1/72 and 1/48 scale are not Accurate Miniatures moulds. They've been incorporated in Accurate Miniatures boxes by the new ownership company. And it's a bit naughty really to put this in, but the company, the models that you have to be aware of in 48 scale are the Bell P39 Air Cobra and the Focke-Wulf FW190, which are actually Edward kits, the Curtis Helldiver, which is actually the monogram kit, the monogram kit from donkey's years ago, and the Volk Corsair, which is actually a special hobby kit. And in 72nd scale, the Boeing P4B4, which is the P12 Boeing biplane, and the Curtis P6 Hawk, which are available in the twin pack, and also the McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom II in 72nd scale, are all actually monogram kits, and the General Atomics RQ-1 Predator is actually a Platts kit. Now, I think Accurate Miniatures only use other companies' moulds if they're of good enough quality, and I would thoroughly recommend their kits every time, and the attention to detail and quality of their parts are put simply faultless. With none of their kits getting bad reviews by pro modelers, any purchase of an Accurate Miniatures kit is a wise investment for any project. I would again stress that I would thoroughly recommend any Accurate Miniatures models, and yes, they are quite pricey, but I think looking at some of the slides that I've put up, I think you'll probably agree that the attention to detail, the accuracy and the overall quality of the kits themselves is surpassed by none at all. I can't think really of a bad contented Accurate Models kit, Accurate Miniatures kit rather. And if you look at the sprues earlier on their 1/100 scale Seahawk, Blackhawk and Nighthawk helicopters, they're quite reminiscent of a lot of 72nd scale models, but this again, as I stress, is 1/100th. They're really, really nice kits. Now, I have noticed that Revell have released some 1/100 scale helicopters, all of which were covered by Accurate Miniatures, and I'm not 100% sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're actually Accurate Miniatures kits inside them. It just seems funny that you can get the Blackhawk and you can get the Nighthawk and the Seahawk, the Cobra and the Huey UH-1B helicopter, all from Revell in 1/100 scale now. It just seems too good to be true, doesn't it? But they're all the same model subjects covered by Accurate Miniatures. So that's the overview. I hope this has been of some use, and if there's any comments or questions, please put them in the comments. I'll try and get back to the questions as quickly as possible. I will be doing an announcement video clip soon for a giveaway, as I'm getting close to 100 subbers now, and I'm sure that a lot of modelers will be interested in the type of project that I have in mind for them. So I'll see you again for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.